Glydus.
Hydraulic steering system installation video for single outboard, single cylinder, up to 115 horsepower.
All right, before we begin the installation of your Glydus system, let's first make sure we have all the required tools ready. You'll need a paper towel, marine-grade grease, a 4mm and an 8mm Allen key, a ratchet with a 24mm socket, a 75mm or 3-inch hole saw, an 8mm drill bit, a hand drill spanners in the following sizes: 8, 10, 13, 14, 16, 17, and 19mm. And of course, a copy of the Glydus installation manual. Once you've confirmed everything is in place, set up your workspace so it's clean, well-lit, and safe. This will make the installation process smooth and efficient.
Mid-mount Helm pump installation.
Paste the Helm mounting template supplied with Helm on the dashboard at a suitable position, where the Helm is to be mounted. Make a big hole at the center with the help of hole saw and 4 holes for the flange stud with the help of a hand drill. Remove the protective plugs. Also remove 4 hex nuts and washer from the flange studs of Helm. Insert and tighten by hand the elbow fittings until they are fully seated, then tighten with a wrench, turning again from 1.5 to 2.5 turns for their best orientation for the hose connection. However, do not exceed a maximum torque of 17.6 Newton-meters. Insert the oil filling plug into the Helm. Insert the Helm from the front of the dashboard with the oil filling plug turned upwards, matching the 4 flange studs moving inside the 4 holes on the dashboard. Tighten the 4 hex nuts and the 4 washers through the flange studs of the Helm to the dashboard with the help of a 10mm wrench with the torque of 10 Newton-meters. Remove the nylock nut and washer from the Helm shaft.
Front mount cylinder installation.
Remove the piston rod lock nuts and center shaft lock nuts. Disassemble the support bracket. Remove all spacers from the center shaft. Apply marine-grade grease evenly on the center shaft. Insert the greased center shaft into the engine tilt tube. Remove the tiller plate stud and nylock nuts. Mount the ground strap securely onto the engine transom. This should be done before installing the cylinder on the engine. Now attach tiller plate using hex stud and nylock nut. Screw in the lock nut onto the tilt tube first. Then insert the required spacers onto the center shaft. Now attach the support bracket and the ground strap tabs. Tighten the support bracket nuts in pairs. Start with the piston rod side, then tighten the center shaft side. Rotate the lock nut in anti-clockwise direction and clamp it by tightening the bolt using an Allen key to remove any gap remaining between the spacers and tilt tube. Connect the middle ground strap tab to the grease nipple. Center aligning tubes can be removed. Test the fitment by manually pushing the engine in its full range of motion. Your Glydus cylinder is installed.
Hose connection.
Begin by removing all protective caps from the elbows on both the Helm and the cylinder. Next, take the first hydraulic hose and connect one end to the starboard side elbow of the Helm. Connect the other end of the same hose to the port side elbow on the cylinder. Then, take the second hose and connect it to the remaining elbows, one end to the port side elbow of the Helm, and the other end to the starboard side elbow on the cylinder. Tighten all connectors securely.
Oil filling and purging. This process requires 2 people to complete correctly. Unscrew the vented plug on the Helm and replace it with the oil filling kit supplied with the Helm. Attach the oil filling kit to the bottle. Remove the other cap to allow oil to flow into the Helm. Next, remove the protective plugs from the air bleeders on the cylinder and connect the purging pipe and bottle supplied with the kit. Now, let's purge the system. Rotate the steering wheel toward the starboard side until the cylinder reaches its full end position. Open the port side air bleeder by half to 1 full turn. Continue rotating the steering wheel toward starboard until no air bubbles are visible coming out of the bleeder. Once the flow is clear, close the air bleeder. Open the starboard side air bleeder by half to 1 full turn. Now rotate the steering wheel toward the port side until the cylinder reaches its opposite end position. Continue rotating the wheel toward port, again watching for bubbles in the bleeder pipe. When the air is fully purged, close the air bleeder. Finally, reinstall the protective caps on both air bleeders.
Glydus, steering the waves with confidence. Explore more at glydus.com.